Before we get started with this episode, I just wanted to point out that my friend Luna, aka Zion T Gaming, has now added some social media links, so please make sure that you go and follow her on YouTube as well as these various social media links, and let's show her some support. Thanks. So after our victory... Rika, are you alright?
Thanks for clearing the way, Rika. That being, I presume, is the 12?
Oh yeah.
You have done well, children of man. As promised, we shall reveal the truth in its entirety. Our desire is simply thus. To give ourselves unto the star as a blessing.
As a blessing, huh?
In the 12 millennia we have existed, we have come to harbor tremendous power through prayers. Through battle, our essence shall unravel and return to the star where it might give rise to new life. Such is our final gift to you.
Final gift?
You mean you'll disappear?
I think that's what they're saying. You gotta follow Highland, right?
Yes, the fragments of our former souls, which serve as the core of our existence, shall rejoin the life stream. Yet though we may fade from sight, our individuality lost, our stabilizing influence shall endure. The only thing to change is where your prayers find their way. Henceforth, it shall be this, the instrument of blessing that receives our mortal hopes, hopes that should be given back to the star. But your presence brings comfort to mankind. Everyone would wish for you to remain. Must you truly fade away? Such gladdening things you say, child. We must confess, what we do, we also do for ourselves. When mankind overcame the final days, it so moved us that even we, who are but constructs, knew the greatest joy. You have shown your unfaltering love for the world. In return, we would show our undying love for you.
So what happens now?
Worry not, myths are wont to be woven and passed down. So long as men hold the 12 in fondness, we shall live on in your faith in us.
Sad face.
When you say such things... The moment of parting has come. By our blessing, may you march towards a brighter future.
Yeah, the little Opo who is hoping to be reunited with Oshan.
Farewell, beloved children.
And a brilliant flash of light. Yeah, they're all now separate entities again. When you are ready, brothers and sisters. Yeah. May the fonts of your ingenuity ever flow. As they walk off, yours is the strength to destroy all obstacles.
Abide in virtue and hold fast to the truth. There's meaning in your deeds. Celebrate life and embrace death. May you flourish and reap a bountiful harvest. In your limited time, have boundless compassion. As he just walks right by Oshan. Carry yourself with honor and forge on towards victory. Harbor love in your heart, for yourself, for others, and for the world. From past to future, the river of knowledge flows, being part of its nourishing waters. May a wonderful new world greet you beyond destiny's horizon. Be calm as the ocean, and you shall weather any storm. Although the ocean's not necessarily known for being calm. And that just leaves you, Oshan. Time to go and be with your friends in another world. As the wind blows unfettered, may you be free to follow your hearts. And away they all go, but then... Yeah, is the Oppo Oppo actually trying to chase after Oshan? Yeah, it's like, please don't go! I miss you already! You needn't agonize so, Oshan. Remain with them if that be your desire. But can he? But this is what we've dreamed of, to return to the star together. I never imagined that I would grow so fond of them, that parting would be so hard. Long have we abided in patience to rejoin the life stream. For the drop in the river of time, that is man's fleeting life. Why not share your fate with them? Follow your hearts, as you ever have. And when the time comes, we shall meet again. But he could easily stay away from you forever. But, yep, he's had a change of heart, and he's coming back. The 12 are maybe gone, but not completely. And so, back to when we first were introduced to them. I've decided to continue journeying a while longer. Yeah, look who's happiest. As we all rush to greet him. Yes, Snowgime, it's not over yet. So yeah, even though the platform is still here, our final field of battle, we still have to complete the quest here and speak with Kryl. Words can't well express my surprise when I opened my eyes to see Derek standing there. I'm naturally curious as to what happened, but above all, I rejoice for a dear friend returned. Yeah, I guess you could call him that. So, for completing the final 24-player raid of Endwalker, we will accept 5,000 gil. So yeah, how's our Oppo doing? He couldn't be happier.
because his master has returned. Let's go ahead and speak with Derek to take on the final quest as part of the Mists of the Realm saga, entitled Embraced by Gods. Derek is the very picture of peace.
What to say in such a moment?
What do you say? Take your time.
Best to speak from the heart, I suppose. I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, and they all like it. And so does Rika.
And we're glad to have you back. Glad hardly suffices to describe it. We're over the moon that you're still here, Derek. Or should we call you Ocean?
Yeah, I no longer have Ocean's power. Derek will do. Oh, so then what? If you no longer have his power, I was remade from the portion of my essence that wasn't returned to the star, and will live out my days as a man.
May I ask what happened? No sooner had the 12 vanished than you reappeared before us.
Yeah, probably for us it all happened instantaneously. Time froze or whatever.
At the very last, I couldn't bear it. Couldn't bear to say farewell. Your earnest friendship had weighed down my steps.
Yeah, we're probably the best friends you've had in who knows how long. And I know that those of you who are watching are certainly the best friends I've had in who knows how long.
And the little fellow's fervent call halted them.
Yeah, he's the reason you're still around.
I was overwhelmed by the keenest longing to remain among you, and see more of the world I love. Upon seeing me torn, my brethren bade me follow my heart. I needed no further urging. We created the instrument of blessing in the faith that, one day, the star would no longer need our guiding hand. Thanks to you, that day has finally come.
Glad we could help. Me and 23 others.
Ah, but I ramble. How uncharacteristic. Let us head back to the Omphalos, shall we?
I think that's a good idea. So after finally getting off the platform, yeah, it's still up there hanging up in the sky.
Well, we must return to Sharlayan. The Fawn will be expecting a report.
Yeah, this will be some report.
Yet, if the entire truth would be to reveal to the public, it would shake the very foundation of the worship of the 12.
Yeah, what do you say and what do you... Yeah, Graha basically says it best.
Aye, in penning our report we would do well to consult the Forum on what details are safe to disclose.
Yeah, and then lock away in the secret vault.
Much pertaining to the field of mythology will need to be obfuscated, I fear. Worry not on my account. Inspired by our findings, I have a mind to examine the 12 in the context of reception theory. The people's perception of deities are wont to be formed by their culture. By comparing the differences across areas and regions, I believe we may uncover heretofore unseen aspects of the 12.
Oh, you think so? We'll see if anything comes of that.
Reception theory, you say?
Most intriguing. I should like to see the fruits of your research when I visit Sharlayan.
When you do, have care not to reveal who you used to be. Our scholars will be all over you like starved beasts.
I think they'll prefer Thaleia, not Oshan.
I see. Perhaps I shall wait a while before I come calling. Before I came to you, I simply roamed the world. I had no objective, nothing I wished to find. With this second chance I have, I mean to undertake my travels with a renewed perspective. But ere I set out...
Yeah, you gotta bid farewell to this place, right? And use what little power you have left. So what did you just give yourself?
I would move my brethren's hopes elsewhere, to a place in men's midst. Oh, what a wonderful idea! If you don't mind, we should like to accompany you. By all means, we make for the Sanctum of the 12 in the East Shroud.
Yeah, where better to go? He's got that right on the nose. And so, before we go, just in case, because I'm sure people are wondering, we can exit out. And then, once we have done so and we return to Mordona, you can see that the entrance to the Omphalos is still there. So, it's not completely gone yet. Just a new place for you to visit whenever you want to. So now, let's make our way over to the East Shroud. Alright, so on this rainy night in the East Shroud, I would have preferred that this take place in the middle of the day when it's not raining, but can't win them all. So as the rain stops, and we approach the Sanctum of the 12...
no matter how many times I visit the Sanctum, its majesty never fails to move me.
It certainly does.
And the rich history. Originally built during the dawn of the 5th Astral Era, it was reclaimed by the wood before being restored in the wake of the Calamity. Truly, it stands as a testament to the influence that magical civilizations and city-states have had upon Eorzean culture.
This sanctum harbors the hopes of men, and now those of my brethren shall join them. If you are not averse, I would speak a little of my brethren, that is, those individuals whose essence lent them form. As it pertains to another age, some concepts may be foreign to you, but would you be interested nonetheless? Yeah, I would certainly approve. Excellent. So as the little Oppo approaches along with Derek, yeah, let's have a look at this monument. As Derek will now take the essence that he brought with him. So now, it will have a convenient little spot right in the middle of the ring where the 12's icons are located. And so now it's all lit up.
Baragosh was a man with a gift for creating inanimate objects, such as buildings and furnishings. With his abilities, he served a supervisory role at the Bureau of the Architect, where he was nothing short of a pillar. His chief was carefree to a fault, you see, and he took it upon himself to ensure the work was done. So yeah, as you can tell, the members of the 12 were indeed ancients. They were Asians. Rolgar was a brawny man whom Vanar encountered on the travels. They quickly struck up a friendship, and he joined her on a quest to destroy an enormous meteor that was hurtling towards the star. It is fair to say this event gave rise to the legend surrounding the Destroyer. Although Birago is much more muscular than Rolgar is, Ozma was a woman who served as a judicial official in the Bureau of the Administrator, an experience which served her well as the Warden. She was an ardent proponent of the seat of Azem, and dreamed of training under Vanar and her successor. Yeah, look how wide-eyed I am. Nold Thol was a close personal friend of mine. A merchant by trade, he was outwardly gregarious, but also possessed a reserved side, and knew quiet joy in his passion for all. When men began treating him as a dual-aspected god, it reminded me of the person he used to be, and I couldn't help but be struck with a pang of nostalgia. Norfolka was the landscape architect of great repute, who grew plants gathered from the star over. Despite being skilled in magic, she preferred to nurture plants as nature intended, and her garden ever bloomed with beautiful flowers. All who visited were said to leave with their souls salved. Olthik was a researcher who observed newly made creations in Elpis. He possessed mastery over time magics, and was known to be a kind-hearted, if reticent man. Although it was at his sister's urging that he first joined our faction, he soon became a stalwart believer in the cause, and always took the initiative in discussion. Halone was a formidable warrior, tasked with hunting creations that were deemed detrimental to the star. No wonder she was such a fury. For her prowess, she had been regarded as a leading candidate for the seat of Pashtaro, preserver of discipline and order. Menfina was the youngest among us, a student affiliated with the Words of La Habrea at the Academia Anida. Jeez, I can only imagine what... Yeah, she's such a sweet, nurturing person, and La Habrea is anything but. Even with that prestigious institution, she was considered a prodigy, and hers were the hands that created the magic to isolate and seal Zodiac. Well, thank you very much, Menfina, for doing the right thing. Thaleia was the headmaster of the Academia Anida, a man of learning and leadership both. He presided over the institution's myriad faculties. No known phenomenon existed in which he wasn't first. Words do not do justice to express the remarkable scholar that he was. Nemia was an observer in Elpis, like her older brother Ulfik. She possessed a caring and inquisitive nature, and was liked and trusted by her peers. 'Tis said that she began the custom of offering flowers to the departed. That would explain the Nemia lilies. Limlan was a researcher at Matabesos Thalasai, a facility for the observation and evaluation of sea life. So passionate was she about her work, she once threw a knife at someone who inadvertently came too close to her observation subjects. Yikes. Yeah, did the person survive? And last but not least, there's you. Olshon was a traveler whom Vanar encountered in the wilderness. They shared a campfire and discussed at length what it meant to be free. Leaving my hopes as the wanderer in this place, I shall set forth anew as simply a man named Derek. And last but not least, the Watcher. He was the chief archivist at Amnesis Anida and respected Vernal deeply as an individual, even as he cared for her as a dear friend. Indeed, among our number, none was more devoted to Vernal, and that devotion made him best suited to his duty and the solitude that accompanies it. And so, that is all. 'Tis a lot to remember, but I should be glad if they remain with you in some way. We're grateful that you should share with us these new aspects of Hydaelyn in the 12. Thank you. Well, 'tis past time we headed back to Sharlayan. It wouldn't do to keep her Chica waiting. No, of course not. I assume you'll be traveling via Limsa, in which case, allow us to see you off from there. Till now I've wandered alone, but as I recently learned, a journey is better shared. Glad we could be part of it. Also, am I the only one who's just noticed those additional markings of the 12 in the background that Rika was at? Yeah, the lights were on and now the lights go out. Yeah, in fact, I want to look at that. I have time. Let's go look back and look at this as the rain resumes before dawn. Yeah, standing at the mark of the 12. Yeah, there they are. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that few people would ever see these. Because there's no doubt in my mind that everyone would be so fixated on the main monument to mark the 12 that no one would bother to look over their shoulder. And I'm pretty sure that those same marks are on the opposite side. Yep, here they are. All 12 of them. Yeah, I actually don't know if this was always here, or if it's something that's only just been added as of 6.5. Well, why don't we head on to Limsa to wish our friends farewell. And so here's where Derek is as a new day dawns in Limsa, along with the Oporopo. Our friends are presently booking their passage. Yeah, I guess they got their tickets, but they still want to say goodbye first. That's where you were. Yeah, I'm surprised he wasn't closer to the dock either. There's room aboard the next ship, so we'll be setting sail shortly. Oh, Derek, no sooner do we arrive in a crowded place than you up and disappear. Ah, 'tis a force of habit in order to avoid people. And yet, but I needn't do so anymore, do I? On the contrary, I should embrace the chance to connect with other souls. As your comrades, we completely agree. And remember, you're always welcome at the Bardessian Annex, so be sure to pay us a visit. You may depend on it. Thank you, Derek, for giving us your trust. Yeah, I guess there was a two-way street. We had to trust in him and he trusted us. And thank you as well, Rika. Had you not been with us, we would have struggled to grant the 12 their final wish. Well, we had best find our vessel, while the report remains to be completed. I believe we can officially declare our investigation complete. Until next we meet, my friends.
Yeah. We know we'll see Kryle and Graha again, but Snow Guy, thank you so much for being part of this. Good luck in your studies. Oh, yeah, she wanted to give one more wave goodbye. Yeah, she wasn't quite done yet, but now she is. And he can't help but smile. Hey Bubba, welcome to the stream, glad to have you with us.
Do you still have time, Rika?
Yeah, of course, but what's up?
Ere I embark on my journey, there's a place nearby I would like to visit. Might I ask you to accompany me?
I can do that.
Thank you. Come, we shall head outside the city via the Tempest Gate.
Alright. Then we shall do just that. So let's head on over to the nearest Aetherite and make our way out. To the Tempest Gate we go. So, now they're outside. Yeah, for whatever reason we got dumped on the opposite side of the road from Derek. Don't ask me why.
Here, the wind whips in from the sea like a storm, but I've always found the sensation quite invigorating. Lest you wonder, I intend to strike west and then make my way through Upper and Outer Laodicea. And in order to mark my new beginning as a man, en route, I wish to see Auchan's embrace with you.
Oh really? You need only accompany me across the bridge. Yeah, you want to see your namesake, huh? From there, I shall continue on my own. So yeah, in case you're wondering, yeah, Auchan's Embrace is the bridge over here. And then, of course, there's a mark of the 12. I can't remember if it is Auchan's or not. That's down to the south. But that's not where we're going to see him at. So let's head on over and have a talk with him.
Such a great wave that the gods gripped from the mainland. In the wake of the calamity, my brethren and I were all but occupied with our respective duties. This is my first time seeing the bridge. Shall we then?
So yeah, you're now following Derek's lead and try not to fall behind. Which should not be a problem. So simply walking behind him. As he has the opportunity to observe how the bridge was built and all the joint effort that was done to do so as the clouds part and the sun begins to peek out. Try not to step on the baby Opo Opo if you can. Yeah, it's such an invigorating breeze, and this will be a perfect thumbnail for sure. Yeah, he was lost in thought. So, let's continue on. And unfortunately I'm out of water, so yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with that. But I gotta keep walking with him. Well, he doesn't have a chocobo, and he's not necessarily someone who's inclined to use them.
'Tis a fine bridge, boasting splendid views and brimming with life. The very image of man's determination to overcome adversity. I am honored that it should be named Auchan.
Okay, it's time for us to well and truly end the raid storyline, so let's go ahead and speak with Derek to complete the quest and the raid.
Well, this is as far as I asked you to come. But if you are willing, might we converse a little more? It occurs to me, I hadn't asked you about your opinion of the 12. How you personally perceive us, for instance, or what you felt when you faced us. Your words from the heart, I would take with me as a memento.
Alright. And so as they converse into the evening, yeah, we've certainly talked up quite a storm, haven't we? Is that so? The others will be glad to hear that. Thank you for hearing me, Rika, and apologies for keeping you so long. Oh, no apology necessary. So as the camera pans out, I am ready to set forth now, to witness the world filled with our blessing. Yeah, they literally talk for so long, it's literally the next day. Yeah, that must have been some conversation we've had. Probably a whole bunch of them at once. To begin with, I shall tour La Nocea and visit those locales which are named after the 12. After which, I shall go wherever the wind blows. And of course you have your little friend to go with you. Together with his fellow, of course, until such time as he tires of my company. I don't think he'll be going anywhere anytime soon unless it's with you. This time, I shall embrace the joy of meeting and accept the sorrow of parting. And when the time comes for me to return to the Star, I shall share my experiences with my brethren. Needless to say, your words will feature prominently in my recounting. Yeah, I've certainly given you a lot to hear about. 240 episodes worth. And of course, everything that happened all before that with the previous 4 expansions. As told to Rika by Edie, Mathia, Corinne, and Shinji. And so, with his Opopo friend resting comfortably on his arm, you will continue your own journeys, will you not? Yes, I will. Then I shall look for you out there. Fare you well, my friend, and may the 12 bless you and keep you. Yeah, Opopo wants to give me one final farewell as well. And thus we watch on. Yeah, the Opopo, I don't know if he can make up his mind. But now his mind is set. He'll follow Oshan to the ends of the earth. And they lived happily ever after. And so for completing the final quest of the Myths of the Realm, we receive 8,000 gil, and we also get the 12-fold Blessings Framer Kit, so this gets to be used on your adventure plate and also on your portrait if you have one made up, as well as the One Among Wonders Orchestrion roll. And thus, the last era of Hydaelyn officially comes to an end. The paintings of certain deities among the 12 are now available for purchase from Duramare in the Pillars. Those of the remaining deities are works in progress. So yeah, just like when if you had the opportunity to do the questing that I've shown off previously for getting quests done for Tataru's Boutique over in Old Sharlayan, you'll be aware that Duramare made portraits of the 12, or not the 12, the Scions. So now he's making pictures of the 12 also. And we also earned the achievement for Eorzea, for Theros. And so there we go. We can well and truly say that the era of Hydaelyn is now well and truly done. She's no longer with us, the 12 are no longer with us, but that just means, of course, that the new saga will be coming in due time. Of course, I would not be wanting to leave you guys hanging without not showing you what the pictures of the 12 are and which ones are currently available. So let's head over to the FC house, because I do have them already out. Yeah, it's a bit tricky to find a good spot to put the pictures in, given that the main floor of our FC house is solely the Scions. So let's go ahead and show around. So yeah, Birago appropriately is in our crafting room with Sid. Because yeah, where else were you gonna put him? And then we also have Nafika to the right of our aquarium, and Althik is to the left. And then downstairs, the other members of the three are all here. We've got Azma over here, and then we have Rolgar and Aldthal closest to the stage. The main reason Aldthal is closest to the stage is because we're about to do a Halloween Glamour contest here at the FC house. I did one a couple of years ago with Rika. If you are watching this right now, and you do play Final Fantasy XIV currently, there will be an opportunity for you to come in less than 2 weeks to our FC house and participate in the contest. We're going to have prizes available, including DLC, so if you are so interested, come on over and show us what you got. We'd love to have you do it. So, now that I've shown you all the pictures of the 12, I think we can safely say that we can bring this to an end after I put Rika in front of her correct member of the 12. Yeah, for some reason I thought I'd had her aligned with Infina, but no, she's aligned with Nafika and her... Yeah, remember at the start of the Reborn Let's Play when you enter Gridania and they say, "May the matron carry him or her to her bosom." Well, there you go. It has well and truly happened now. Just wish I had a better angle to put this picture up, but yeah, there you go. So that is going to do it for tonight's edition of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, but as far as patch 6.5 is concerned, there is more stuff to do, including stuff that I actually did not know had been made new to the game. So I'm going to be back tomorrow night here on Twitch, and we're going to do this again. In the meantime, though, I do have to scramble feverishly in order to get the episodes from tonight out as soon as I can. I'm going to have to pull it up. I'm going to have to really pull an all-nighter here. Well, that's not surprising there, Luna, because everyone defaults to Halone because it's the first option, because no one really puts any thought into it. Yeah, you would not believe how many people I've seen who have Halone as their member of the 12 that they're aligned with, but likely that's because no one really bothered to look at the lore of all of the 12 and decide, oh, this one might be better for me, but no, they all just default to Halone. Yeah, I'll look forward to seeing you guys back here again tomorrow, and we will have some more Final Fantasy XIV fun, because I can't screen capture anymore, and I can't use my capture card to do any of this, so that means you and I and everyone else are gonna do a little more Final Fantasy XIV streaming together. So that's gonna do it for tonight's edition of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker live on Twitch. And I'll see you back here again tomorrow night when we show off something that was introduced to us by the Sultana, but now is being introduced to us by, of all people, Hancock. So, thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, may you ever walk in the light of the crystal.